So I'm a chemistry PhD graduate from Rutgers University, and so is my wife, but she's graduated in physics from Rutgers University. Both of us have a PhD, and I'm from Pune. Was not born there, but brought up in Pune, and then moved to the US for a little bit. By little bit, I mean about 9 years, and then we went back to India, and now I'm in a new country, which is Germany. I've known my wife for now like 16 years, and we've been married for the last 10 years. And 15 months ago, we had Kabir, and after Shruti got pregnant, it was a lot of our bond got strong, and we went to the doctor a lot of times together, and both of us were trying to learn what happens during the pregnancy, how the baby grows. Both of us are interested in reading about you know the overall biology of pregnancy, and thankfully for us it went smoothly. When we had Kabir, unfortunately Shruti was on maternity leave, but I had to take leave, and the regulations at that time only allowed for 5 days of parental leave for me. So that was a very short period of time. So I took those 5 days. The first 5 days we had Kabir. So it was over 7, 8 days. The first 5 days we stayed in the hospital, and I was with Shruti 24/7. I was with the baby 24/7. Both of us were trying to share as many responsibilities I can. So from day one itself, I was okay with changing nappies and trying to I guess trying to take as much as I can. Obviously, substituting one parent is not like I couldn't do everything, but as much as I can, holding the baby, putting it to sleep, uh, trying to change it if it's possible. So a lot of sleepless nights, I think, the first 7 days for both of us, and we were trying to figure out while we go that what are the baby's requirements, how it is adjusting to us, and how we are adjusting. So I can tell you, at 30, it is very difficult to spend sleepless nights because you're set in your in your way of life. But so just by the fact, and even her gynecologist, who's her aunt actually, so she was also happy that she had asked that who is going to be in the pregnancy room, and my wife said, I'm most comfortable with my husband being there. And she was not surprised to say, but she said, are you sure? Because it's being she even talked to me that being a doula is a very, not a big responsibility, but you have to be there for the
Yeah.
for your partner, and you have to have that understanding, and they will scream, they will say things that they do not mean. It can be very hectic and emotional on the parent giving birth, and I was all okay with that. Thankfully Shruti was very nice to me during that period also, and I was just trying to be there as much for Shruti as I can, because I know biology takes a toll while you're pregnant and
Mm-hmm.
having the kid, because all your hormones are going on. And that is where all this reading really helped me, because it helped me understand that um, some of the things are going to be crazy, and it's okay, because you know giving birth is a big commitment, and it is a heavy commitment for the mother, emotionally as well as biologically.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be as much understanding as I can, and just try and be there, because that's the job of the partner, I think.
So after, during the postpartum period, did any one of you have any, mental health issues?
We had read up about that, and obviously as the hormones go down, your moods swing, for Shruti, at least for my wife, and we were acutely aware of what to do, and it is okay to feel that way. So just by having that understanding that okay, the emotions might go either ways, I think we were able to adjust very well when she did obviously feel down for a period of time, and the late nights really took a toll on both of us. But it's just talking it out with each other, explaining what she's feeling. And she did a magnificent job of explaining what is going on. That, okay, I really feel stressed right now, or please give me a break, or I'm going to try and sleep right now. Just saying that helped me to
Mhm.
understand, okay, right now this is what she wants. And then I'm well aware of it. A lot of problems happen when the communication breaks down. So that was the last thing we wanted to happen, that she's not saying what she wants to say and I'm not understanding what she wants. So just keeping the dialogue on. I never felt like pushing her as to what is happening to. She was always saying that, okay, right now I
Mhm.
need a break, or right now if you could take the baby, go somewhere, it'll be nice. Yeah.
So, at any point during that postpartum phase, did you have any problems trying to understand like how you could help her?
I wanted to take more responsibility than I don't want to say that she gave me, but I was trying to do as much as possible. Uh, but there were times when really the baby needed the mother, or um, couldn't do anything. So um, I felt sometimes that I could have done more. Just communicating with Shruti, she was very nice. She said, "Right now it's okay. I'll take over." Or I was always so I can adjust with less sleep. So I was always ready for the late night. But she took over. So just me, she said sometimes that just you being awake with me is also fine. That
Hmm.
makes me feel better. If you communicate with your partner that this is the time I come in, so I used to come in by 5 o'clock. 5 to 6, I'm going to take the baby for a walk or do something with the baby. Then that period is hers. And what I try to do is, since our baby slept very, so he woke up every 2 3 hours in the beginning, 3 to 6 months. So what I try to do is, I used to wake up really early, like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, and take the baby for 3 hours before I had to leave for work. So that period of time, Shruti got her sleep back, or at least tried to get that 3 hours in. And I was able to help Shruti have a good start to the morning. So I guess just managing time better, and we also had obviously family with us, so it's not just
Yeah.
the both of us. So
Hmm.
just communicating that, okay, if I and there were times when I came in at 6, the baby was with somebody else and I couldn't hold the baby. So just understanding that it's okay, work is still
Hmm.
needed to be done, and just making sure that I could contribute in any way as possible. And
Hmm.
now I can't think of many ways where I was contributing, but just taking the baby for a walk,
Yeah.
trying to get it to sleep if the chance was, changing its diapers.
Hmm.
And I think that early morning period where I would have him in my arms and be somewhere else rather than close to the mom, because
Hmm.
I think the baby can sense the mom, and if she's in the room, he wants her to
Yeah.
comfort her. So my wife found a new job, and I left my job after my baby was 6 months old. So from 6 months to now, 15 months, I've been with the baby. I think almost all the time. So, and through this time, my wife was also there. So we shared his the babies growing up from 6 months to now 15 months, and it's been really amazing. That um, obviously, I think fathers should take on more responsibility and do things that they are comfortable with. So I'm really comfortable with playing with the baby, but I'm not so comfortable making the food for the baby because I need a lot of directions into that. So we have kind of delegated that she will make the food, but I can feed him, I can bathe him, I can do everything else,
Hmm.
and as much as I can, and she does. There are times when she said, can I play with him now?" So so it's just I guess I've been lucky in a way where I've been able to spend so much time with my baby from
Yeah.
6 months onwards to 15 months. It's not a unique situation, but more so unique in terms of parent, the father being the main parent for the longest period of time. uh, I really like this situation, to be honest, because uh, I get to spend the time with my baby. And there are, to be honest, there are not many things that father cannot do. Father, we are well equipped if you have the inclination, obviously, to be with the baby, to be understanding. It comes naturally to you when it's your own baby. People think that, oh, I'm not good with babies, what will I do? When it's your own baby, I think the baby is also giving you clues as to what it likes and doesn't like, and it's just a very natural journey for any of the parents, not
Mm-hmm.
mother as well as father, to be with the baby for such a long time. And in this unique situation, I sometimes feel that he's more attached to me, and Shruti also understands that because he
Yeah.
sees me more than his mother, and none of us are jealous of each other. It's just the situation that we are in, and I think it's very nice because fathers are as much part of a baby's life as a mother is, and if we get to share responsibilities, the it's better because he will also realize that, oh, this cooking is not just a mother's job, or this
Mm-hmm.
bathing me is not just a mother's job. It's a equal
Right.
relationship. Yeah, nobody has asked me directly if I work or not, but a lot of questions direct to Shruti that when she's going for a for any outing, she says, oh, is what does your husband do? And then she has to say that, oh, I'm the one working and he's not. So I guess attitudes change slowly, but I guess surely there. I see when I take the baby out for a walk, I see a lot more fathers with the baby in the parks. So hopefully it will change easier. Easier said
Mm-hmm.
than done. But yeah, there are a few eyebrows that go up that say, okay, so the wife is working, the dad is. I also me and my wife have always been secure, and we've never felt competitive towards each other, and that is through communication too. Having a job is and not having a job is an equal thing, because what I want to say is, baby having the baby and doing things for the baby is as much work, or as
Yeah.
I wouldn't say work, is as much
Responsibility.
responsibility as
Mm-hmm.
somebody uh, getting the paycheck home.
Yes.
So we both understand that, and thankfully we are both on the same page, because I
Mm-hmm.
understand it might be difficult for a woman too, because uh, the role of the main bread earner of the
Mm-hmm.
house is usually goes to the male, and if you're in that position, you might feel some undue pressure from your family, from
Mm-hmm.
outsiders. And I think just having that open communication that, okay, now the roles are different,
Mm-hmm.
is a good thing to have. And it's changing slowly, but still our gender roles are very defined as to who
Mm-hmm.
does what
Mm-hmm.
in the society. So I'm hoping Kabir grows up in a society where he understands that um, equal responsibility is possible, is taken, and is a good thing overall. My family is, I'm surprisingly, they're very open minded, because nobody has said anything. They were really happy for us that Shruti is going to be the uh, sole and main bread earner, and we moved to a different country based on her job, while I was unemployed and am unemployed at this point. None of them raised any concerns about if I would be able to take care of Kabir as a mother would. I think yeah, they never brought this up to me. And having that 6 month period, after 6 months period where I was with the baby, I think they also grew in confidence that I think he can take care of the baby as much.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
even my wife had some apprehension when we decided to
Yeah.
go from India to a new country, because the family
Mm-hmm.
support system would go away.
Yeah.
But I gave her the confidence, saying, see, I know I can do it. I know I
Mm-hmm.
can be the main caretaker for Kabir. So you don't worry about that aspect. You just worry
Mm-hmm.
about what you need to do for your
Yeah.
job.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and just as she sees me with Kabir, I think that she's also growing in confidence, knowing that okay, there is somebody competent taking
Mm-hmm.
care of Kabir.
So how is your so actually first of all I should say that you're not unemployed because being at home and
Yes,
taking care of the baby is like equal,
yes,
it's a big responsibility,
it's a big
whether
responsibility.
be it like mom or be it dad, for both of
Right.
them. And then actually just wanted to ask you about your routine, or the kind of things that you do with the baby, and you
Yes.
obviously enjoy this, but if you can tell us a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, both of us, I think, believe in routines. So, um, we wake up, Kabir or Kabir wakes up, and I make the first. Uh, I think it's hot milk for him. So we have the hot milk. Then he goes for a bath. Then we have breakfast. And then we go for a walk. And all of these between 40 minutes for each activity. Then we recently tried to inculcate some sort of brain activity with him. So differentiating colors, numbers, and then getting him uh, afternoon sleep with nursery rhymes, and evening sleeps Shruti takes care of,
Hmm.
because that's the time she gets. So once she's off work after five
Yeah.
o'clock, we go for a
Mm-hmm.
walk together, and then at night she puts him to sleep, because then
Mm-hmm.
they can bond as well.
I mean, you have been there equally contributing, during the pregnancy stage, during
Yes,
postpartum. And of course, I always think that equal parenting begins at the time when you conceive. So I
yes,
think it's like a
absolutely
journey throughout. And
right.
now you are a stay-at-home dad. So with overall, like all your experience, what do you have to say to all the dads out there?
Sure. So my biggest advice would be, don't be afraid. Don't ever think that there is something that the mom has to do, or the mom can do better for your baby than you can. Just communicate. If there is something that you feel that the other partner is doing better, try and learn from them and communicate to them that maybe I want to learn to do this. And just don't be afraid. Everything, I mean, the baby takes care of us as much as we take care of the baby. He will tell you what he likes, what he doesn't like. Understand those cues. Be really open with your partner, because parenthood is is as much as a partnership thing. So the baby is as important as as your partner, as the mother, because uh, even so we are not very young, so both of us have very strict, what do you say, expectations from each of us of being a parent, that this is okay, this is not okay. And then we try to adjust that, okay, that I'm going to show him one nursery rhyme on the TV, so that is okay. So that kind of things. So just being open, not being afraid, being there for your partner, communicating, uh, and just have fun, because it's I truly understand now that why, uh, the early age of the kid is the most cutest age, where you learn as much about the baby as the baby is learning, and it's just the power of that new learning experience with the baby is
Mm-hmm.
amazing. So
Mm-hmm.
don't be afraid. It's your kid, and the kid has you as his parent. It's going to be a wonderful journey. So it's
Mm-hmm.
I recommend being a dad at home to everyone. Yes. And I really feel that my life has, of all the stress that we do at work, I think my life, has increased by playing with Kabir, because it's just so stress relieving playing with him, just because it's amazing how much, I don't know, is it endorphins or dopamine that a kid's smile will have, or when he learns something, and when he just looks at you or hugs you, it's just a blast
Amazing
of
feeling.
all the good chemicals in your body, and you feel, I really, all my stress is gone. I think go at some point, if I have to go back to work, it's going to be difficult. So
Yeah, yeah. No, I can
yeah.
definitely imagine. And actually, the feelings that you're describing are also the same kind of feelings with the mom. If she has to
Yes.
go back to work after
Yes.
maternity leave, it's actually very, very difficult for them as
I
well.
know. Yeah.
I just want to thank you so much for your
Yes.
time
This
and
was
for
really
sharing
nice.
your experience. It was really
Yes.
nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, this brings me to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Quick Mommy Hacks, and follow me on Instagram